Okay, let's dive into something you've probably seen pop up online. This idea that a simple spice, the one right there in your kitchen cabinet, could be some kind of secret weapon for your heart. Today, we're going to get to the bottom of the cinnamon and blood pressure myth.
So this is the big question, right? Can a common kitchen spice really lower your blood pressure? It's a super appealing idea, and you see it everywhere. But is there any actual science to back it up? Let's find out.
All right, so first up, why is this idea so popular in the first place? Let's take a look at why cinnamon gets talked about as this kind of health wonder.
So the whole theory sounds pretty scientific. It all comes down to this one compound in cinnamon called Cinnamaldehyde. It's a powerful antioxidant, and the idea is that this antioxidant helps reduce inflammation, which in turn helps your body fight off all sorts of chronic illnesses.
And believe me, the claims don't just stop at blood pressure. Based on this antioxidant theory, people claim that cinnamon could help with a whole laundry list of serious conditions. We're talking high blood pressure, diabetes, dementia, high cholesterol, even cancer. It honestly sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it?
Okay, so that's the hype. But what does the actual science say? It's time to separate the facts from the fiction.
And boom, here it is, coming straight from an expert. Cardiologist Dr. Luke Laffin puts it really bluntly. Relying on cinnamon alone for blood pressure management is unsafe and ineffective. That's a pretty direct, no-nonsense statement that really cuts through all the noise.
So, let's just put these side by side. You've got the theory, antioxidants in cinnamon are great for inflammation. But the reality, the evidence we have is, well, it's pretty limited. It's mostly based on small, weak studies. And the other big one, the idea that it's a natural way to lower blood pressure, the reality is that it is absolutely not a substitute for medicine prescribed by your doctor.
And here's the other thing. Even if, and that's a big F, there is some tiny little benefit, scientists still don't really know how it works or what the right amount to take would even be. So right now, it's just an interesting idea for future research, not a treatment plan you can use today.
This naturally leads to another question people ask all the time. What about supplements? So let's get into the supplement dilemma.
It's a logical thought, isn't it? If a little sprinkle in your oatmeal isn't going to cut it, why not just go out and buy a bottle of concentrated cinnamon supplements? Well, before you do that, you really need to know about the risks.
And this is where it gets kind of sketchy. The supplement industry is basically the Wild West. These products are not regulated by the FDA. That means you literally have no idea what you're really getting in that bottle. The dose could be way too high, or there could be almost none at all. And then there's the risk of contaminants, allergens, or other additives that aren't even on the label.
So the bottom line from the experts is pretty clear on this. When it comes to something as important as your heart health, the potential risks you take with unregulated cinnamon supplements just completely outweigh any possible and unproven benefits. It's simply not worth a gamble.
So if cinnamon isn't the magic bullet we were hoping for, then what actually works? Okay, let's shift gears and talk about some real, proven blood pressure solutions.
So check this out. To really put it all in perspective, cardiologist Dr. Laffin says that managing your blood pressure is about 70% lifestyle changes and 30% medication. And where does cinnamon fit in? Yeah, 0%. This really shows us where our energy and focus should be. And get this, here's a number that is actually super motivating and totally achievable. Research shows that losing just 5% of your body weight can have a real, measurable impact on lowering your blood pressure. That's a small step that can make a huge difference. So let's focus on what we know works, okay? The proven steps are right here. Eating a low-sodium diet, limiting alcohol, exercising regularly, keeping a healthy weight, getting enough sleep, and finding ways to manage your stress. These are the real game changers for heart health. And look, let's be real. Making these kinds of changes isn't quite as simple as just sprinkling a spice on your food. I get that, but the results, actual proven improvements to your health and how you feel, are absolutely 100% worth the effort.
So it all comes down to this one last question for you to think about. It's so easy to get distracted by the search for a quick fix or a superfood miracle, but it's worth asking yourself, are you focusing on the simple, proven steps that actually make the biggest impact on your health?